Hi. Hey.
How was your drive? So welcome to the Arboretum. You've been here before, right?
I've been here once.
So I worked here for during my undergrad. I worked here.
Wow.
But my teacher had brought me up. My la'aulapa'au kumu brought me here before I worked here. You know, so this space is so significant. Yeah, this place is so significant to me.
So how do you use plants to heal someone when they are disconnected from their environment? Yeah.
Well, I think the first thing is to, take a step back. Take a step back because the plants are the warriors that help to bring about healing. But the healing starts with the individual. It's a really valuable thing to connect the person to who they are because, if we're looking at to be well, right, and looking for true well-being, then we have to look at, well, who am I? And what does it look like to be well? What does that wellness look like? Our well-being is tied to the well-being of our space, and the well-being of our space is tied to our well-being. So when you're asking me, how do plants, how do you use plants, or how do you know which ones to use? The first part has to start with who the individual is, and the work that the work that needs to be done in the first part. It's not prescriptive. In Hawaii, a lot of the traditional practices were passed on within the family.
Yeah.
And the way that they were passed on was, by being with the family member, right? That was sharing that specific knowledge within their family, but not all the time, right? Sometimes a student or an individual would learn from someone outside of their family, and the way that would be arranged it wasn't just because somebody wanted to do it, it was because someone was chosen to do it.
And what does that mean for ohana then? Like, what does that mean when you kind of like join a bonus ohana?
It's a good way of looking at it. I think
Bonus
you know
ohana.
how we talked about, like, there's orchestration that happens, right? That's
Divine
not
orchestration.
divine orchestration that happens, where it's like, everything lines itself up so for the best good, not just of the individual but of the collective. Making a connection with the places that you go to is important, and that means making a connection to your own homeland first. Now, what I had mentioned before about wellness and having, the land or the aina being connected with the person, with people, with kanaka, right? That that understanding here in Hawaii is so important, and like for other people to understand as well. And so
About themselves first,
because then and only then can they have a true appreciation for where they're going and where they're gonna be. So when we come, like, even look at how beautiful this place is. Everywhere in Hawaii is so special, is so beautiful in its nature. When you come here, what kind of footprint do you leave behind? Do you leave a footprint of aloha? Do you leave a footprint of understanding? And do you leave a footprint of reverence for how beautiful and how special this place is? Or do you leave a footprint of destruction and disturbance? Because that doesn't contribute to the wellness of the place, which in turn doesn't contribute to the wellness of the people. So when we're visiting, to be responsible and to be like responsible guests in the spaces, so that we honor the beauty of the places that we go to.
Couldn't have said it any better.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and even this, like I told you, aina provides you all that you need, right? Your food, your medicine, your shelter, right? And sometimes even just by standing in the rain, that's a part of your healing. So for me, when it comes to like...
It rained last time I was here too.
Did it? This rain's name is Tuahine.
Tuahine.
Tuahine. Yeah, or Kaua Tuahine. It's specific to this valley. You know, see how it's light and kind of, you know, soft and gentle.
It is soft and gentle. Thank you.
Just being in here, yeah. So, anyway, I hope that was enough for you guys and you got what you needed.
We did.